Hello, Sundari. This video is dedicated to I love paneer wrap from McDonald's. I'm in Kathmandu currently and there's no McDonald's here. And I know a lot of you are at home. You can't really go out to eat, but you really want that McDonald's experience. I finally have a recipe that tastes exactly like McDonald's paneer wrap. You can put in lettuce, you can put tomatoes, you can put other things in it depending on your choice. Let's go. So here I have taken about 1 cup of normal wheat flour and a half cup of maida. I've kneaded it into a very soft dough. The reason why I mixed the maida in this is because it needs to be very soft plus agile. Just using wheat didn't cut it. Now I'm going to take some paneer. You can take any brand that you like, and you're going to cut it into squares. I have noticed if I do the squares rather than rectangles, it fries better. I cut the paneer into 1 centimeter of thickness or less. Do not cut it really thick. Take 4 to 5 bread slices and try to dry them out before you blend them in. We are creating that crispy exterior of the paneer. I'm using my Sujata, which is amazing, not sponsored. And try to blend it to a coarse consistency. You don't want it to be too fine because then it doesn't have that crunch to it. This sort of a consistency is great. As you guys can see, it's not too fine and it's not too thick. Now put this in a plate that is quite wide. We're going to put in some chili powder, if you like it chili, and some salt, and we're going to mix this thoroughly. Make sure that there are no lumps in this, because lumps is equal to a problem while we are frying it. Then we're going to take 4 tablespoons of maida and 2 tablespoons of corn flour. We can't just take corn flour because corn flour makes it a bit crunchy and we don't want it super crunchy. We still want a tiny bit of thickness. Then we're going to add salt to this. Try to add water a little at a time because it has cornstarch. It can actually lump up very quickly. So try to add a little water at a time. Make sure that there are no lumps left in this. Again, it's going to mess up your end result. We want a consistency that is something like this. Nothing thicker than this. Okay? Now make sure that you have 2 forks, one for dry and one for wet ingredients. Take the paneer, put it in the wet mixture first. This was a tiny bit difficult because I tried to not use my fingers, but afterwards I realized it's okay. You want to make sure to coat this completely in this liquid because if there are any spots left, then the breadcrumbs don't stick to it. So just be careful and apply it everywhere. Just drop this into the breadcrumbs, and this is my favorite part. You take the breadcrumbs and you put them everywhere around this slice of paneer. Pat down gently, and when this is done, when you take it out, it's just so cathartic. I really like doing it. This is the only reason why I make paneer wrap. No, I'm joking. And then with your hands, you can shimmy off any of the extra breadcrumbs. We are going to double layer this, so dip this. Be a bit ninja like when you're doing this because you don't want the breadcrumbs to start coming off in this liquid, so you have to be very quick. As you guys can see, I'm trying as fast as I can and still there are breadcrumbs that are left. So this much breadcrumbs is fine. We're going to pick it up again and put it in the breadcrumb. If you just want to do one coating, that's also fine. I feel like it is way more crunchier when I do 2 coating. So if you want to go all out, you can do 2 coating. As I told you guys, I love working with breadcrumbs. It's just so therapeutic. I don't know. Do you guys also love working with breadcrumbs? Let me know in the comments. So I'm done with 1 and I end up making about 8 from all the things that I had. Either leave this to rest for about half an hour or 10 minutes, or you can put this in the fridge for about 15 minutes. Now we're going to make the wrapper for the paneer wrap. I'm taking about 200 grams of the dough. Whenever you are making a wrapper, make sure that the bottom portion is very tight. And this is how you should roll it to make sure that there aren't any ridges in the dough. Then I'm going to drop this in dry flour. This is wheat flour. And I'm just going to press it down so that it's covered well. Now, since this is a soft dough, it might stick and we don't want that. Then just roll it out as thin as you possibly can. This ideally should be bigger than a roti. You will know you are done with the wrap when you put your fingers on the other side and you can actually see the shadow of the fingers. Now I'm going to try to cook it on very high heat. Please do not cook this on low heat. When you try to cook this on low heat, it's just going to become dry and then you won't be able to wrap it around the paneer and it's going to break just like a roti would. It should be this bendy, bendable. Now you can take any vessel of your choice. Anything flat is actually better. Take about an inch of oil in the pan, any oil of your choice. I used peanut oil, and drop these in on medium to low heat. Make sure that you're careful when you're dropping this in. You can also use a tong to put these in the oil. Since we put them in the fridge, the coating is not soft and it will not come off. You want to cook this up until it is easy for you to flip it. I try to pour the hot oil on top so when I turn it around, it doesn't stick to the base. Try to shimmy it out of its place and continuously try to pour the hot oil on top. You're done with the cutlet when it has this nice brownish look to it. It can take you anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Now, when I feel like mine is done, take them out on a sieve like this. This really helps in making your paneer cutlets really crispy. If you fry something and put it in a sieve, because it reacts with the oxygen, somehow it makes it crispier as compared to if you were to put it on a towel. Extra oil anyways drops out of the cutlet through the sieve, so you don't have to worry about that. Now we're going to take the wrap. I love mustard in my wrap, so you can apply that and some mayo. I like my wrap only with onion, but you can go ahead and apply some lettuce and tomatoes. Then I'm going to take a slice of processed cheese. You can forego this if you want to, but this definitely gives a very authentic McDonald's taste. Then I'm just going to place 2 of these cutlets on top, and this is how you fold it. Take the bottom portion, pinch the side and take the side portion in, and then pinch the other side and put that in. Now this would open up very easily, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the pan again and we're going to put it seam side down. This is going to kind of roast it a tiny bit and it's going to stay in place. And that's about it. You're done. So here we have our paneer wrap. It is tasty, it is crunchy, and it tastes exactly like McDonald's. And here is what it looks like on the inside. Crispy, gooey, and tasting exactly like McDonald's. That's about it. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any video requests or if you have any other further things to talk about, you can definitely leave those in the comment section. I try to reply to all of the comments that I get, and I try to make videos inspired by what you guys want me to make, so it'll be super fun. If you try this recipe, definitely share it with me over Instagram. My username and all of the other details are going to be in the description box. That's about it. Bye.